What are the best 22 products of 2022? It's all coming up next at Style at a Certain Age. 2022 is fast coming to an end, and it's so hard to believe this year has just gone by in a nanosecond, truly. But I love this time of year with the holiday parties and cookie exchanges, brunches, and special cocktails like an espresso martini. And I also love the end of year, the wrap up lists. I always love the top 10 list or whatever it is from any news source. So today I thought I would create my own end of year list. And so I rounded up 22 of the best products that I've used this year in 2022. And I'm not really sharing them in any particular order, but they do run the gamut from clothes to skincare to just some gadgets that I really like. So I'll just kick it off with clothes since it is a style channel. And the first product is the Spanx Perfect Pant. And I've shared this many, many times with you. And I love Spanx for many reasons. This is a company that is headquartered in Atlanta. It was founded by a woman, and it really started off with shapewear. And we all love the Spanx shapewear, especially for those holiday parties when we have a bodycon dress and we need to be tucked in certain places. But love how this brand has expanded into clothes in a big way. And my favorite is the Spanx Perfect Pant. Although I really don't consider them pants, I really consider them leggings. And Spanx is known for holding you in, and their pants do the same thing. They have dresses these days. I'm not sure about the dresses, but definitely the pants. And these pants are just on style repeat. So if you have not tried the Spanx Perfect Pant, and they come in black, and there's a seam down the middle in the back, and I think that that's a very flattering fit. But as I said, if you haven't tried them, highly recommend them. One of my all-time favorite pants for so many reasons. And my second clothing item is from a brand that's very new to me, and it is called Ligne. It is founded by two former Vogue editors and one Rag and Bone oh gosh, I can't remember her title. But anyway, these three women, so it is a women run company. Absolutely love that. And they decided to take the iconic striped sweater and turn that just really on its head. And it is a luxury brand, so a little bit higher end as far as price point. And what I like about it is they have the sweater in several different lengths. So you can get a crop sweater, you can get one that hits your hip bone, you can get some that are even a little bit longer. So the attention to detail is amazing. The craftsmanship is definitely spot on. So I recommend Ligne, one of my new favorite brands. And the third clothing item is actually it's a pair of shoes, and I recently partnered with Vivaia Shoes maybe a month or two ago. It was before I went to Paris. I chose their neutral, their square. It's kind of like a between a pointy toed and a square. It's a squared pointy toe shoe. So it's called the Everyday Flat. One of the most comfortable shoes that I have ever put on my foot because it stretches in four different ways. The upper does, but the sole is also a very nice height for this particular flat. And since it is a neutral and it really kind of has that point, it's very elongating. But Vivaia Shoes, and from the likes of it, you all loved it too because you just shop this shoe. So let me know again down below if you loved it as much as I love it, but definitely one of my go-to shoes in 2022. And next on my list, I am really trying very, very hard, and I imagine you are too, to be more sustainable, to have those products at home that are clean, clean skincare, clean beauty, for my skin, but also products for the house as well. And it's easier to find clean beauty products, or at least it's so much easier than it was like 5 years ago. But as far as cleaning supplies, that can be challenging. So today I am so excited to partner with Blueland, and they are a company that has clean cleaning products. Yes. And what I love about Blueland is their packaging, and they are refillable. So easy to use, and again, so sustainable. It's easy on the environment because I hate to go to the store and buy a new bottle for whatever cleaning, for, whether it's cleaning for the bathroom or, dish soap or whatever it is. And then we have to buy the new bottle along with everything else and then throw the other one out. So I'm so happy that Blueland has come along to solve our problem. So I'm going to give you a little demonstration of how it works and then sing the praises because I think that you will love this brand as much as I do. So first of all of Blueland's products and packaging are cradle to cradle certified, which is the global standard for products that are safe, circular, and responsibly made. And I so love that. And I also love that the tablets, the refill tablets, just start at $2.25. So that's honestly, that's a bargain in today's inflationary environment, right? And you can get even more savings by buying refills in bulk or setting up a subscription. And I personally like a subscription because it just automatically refills. And so then it's not, because I always tend to wait until the very last minute, and then I might have a lapse with my product. So subscriptions honestly are very easy for me to use. So all you have to do with your tablet is you just pop it in the bottle, fill the bottle up with warm water, wait until all the fuzzing and fizzing goes away, and then you just put your nozzle on and then you're ready to go. So I have several cleaning items and I absolutely love their hand soap because as we know, especially in today's environment, we like to have our hands clean at all times. And I love the glass bottle that this comes in. So to stock up on sustainable cleaning products for yourself, or give a beautiful sustainable gift, because I think that's honestly a wonderful gift to give. And the packaging of the refills is even compostable, recyclable. So there again, I so appreciate a company that is paying attention to our environment and being sustainable. So I'm loving Blueland. So I hope you try them out for yourself too, because I'm pretty sure that you're going to love them as much as I do. So now we're going to move into some makeup products, and I discovered Benefits. So these are for my eyebrows. So I use an eyebrow gel, and this is in the color gray. Benefits comes in quite a few colors, but for me, and since I do have gray hair, it is honestly the perfect color for my eyebrows. And it's not gray, but it really just gives a very nice, cool tone. I'm definitely have cool tones in my skin tone. Love the brow gel, and it also comes with a little pencil too. So sometimes I have little gaps that I have to come along, and fill the pencil, but definitely Benefits is, and you can tell just I'm ready for a new one. I go through them pretty quickly, but one of my favorite products in 2022. And if you are looking for a beautiful red lipstick, especially for the holidays, so this is MAC's best-selling color. It's called Ruby Woo. They sell an insane amount of Ruby Woos every minute. It's absolutely insane. It's a universally flattering color. This is very similar to NARS, their blush called Orgasm. So Ruby Woo is just that lipstick that is just so flattering on so many of us. So if you're looking for a very affordable and beautiful holiday red, it's MAC Ruby Woo. And I've sung the praises of itCosmetics for a very long time. And honestly, their CC cream is just one of the best out there. If you want a full coverage foundation, then this is it. And I usually wear this when I'm filming YouTube because I need a heavier coverage. In the summertime, or if I'm not on camera, I also love L'Oreal Age Perfect. Their foundation is absolutely amazing, but itCosmetics, their CC cream, one of the best out there. It is never too late to start. So I'm going to share a few of my cult favorites and probably yours. I know this, Paula's Choice. So this is the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant, and this really improves the texture of your skin. So you can use it in the morning, you can use it at night, you can actually use it both. So you just pour it on a cotton pad and then I just swipe it all over my face. So I typically use this right before a retinol, or you may like to have a moisturizer after this. But as I said, you can use it in the morning, you can use it at night. Definitely a cult favorite. You will see a big improvement in your skin tone and texture if you start using this religiously. and vitamin C. I have sung the praises of vitamin C when I really started taking my skincare really seriously about, well, probably when I started blogging, 6, 7 years ago. Vitamin C was a big game changer for me because that is really what made my skin just so bright and just so luminous. So lots of different vitamin C's out there, but Skinceuticals, I'm a big fan of this company. They are a little bit pricey, but they have quite a few different vitamin C's to choose from. You can actually even take a quiz. So I really like their I'm going to say it wrong, Silymarin CF. So that's the vitamin C that I use. It's very comparable. I also love my dermatologist skincare line, and it's very, very comparable to his, and which is one of the best that I've used. So vitamin C, Skinceuticals, you're going to love it. And then Dermatology has a needleless serum, and this really rivals a retinol. So not all of us can tolerate a retin A or a retinol, and they can be a little bit pricey too, although this isn't cheap, but a little bit less than retinol. So this is the needleless serum. I also get asked a lot, in what form do you put on your skincare products? Because I usually put about 3, 4, maybe even 5 sometimes. So you always go from thin to thick. So whatever is the thinnest of your skincare, so your serums are going to go on one of the first things, and then you follow up with something thicker. But a needleless serum from Dermatology, 2 thumbs up. And speaking of dermatology, so their brightening eye masks are one of my favorites, and I'm a big fan of eye masks, not only just for some downtime at night, just to revive yourself with a cup of tea, but also when I travel, because sometimes I'm on a long trip, then I look very tired when I arrive, but I need to be refreshed. So I just pop some eye masks on for 20 minutes and boom, I am definitely refreshed because our eyes really are the telltale signs of when we look tired. So definitely keep these on hand for just a little pick me up during the week and definitely for travel. The next two, really, they're just like beauty products. They're really not skincare, but I started using these. So this is Revita Brow and RevitaLash Advanced. So this is what helps grow eyebrows and lengthen and give our eyelashes volume. So the good news is definitely works. And I am here to sing their praises because I have seen a marked difference in my eyebrows that can be very, very sparse. And the length of my eyelashes has definitely improved. So that's the good news, is that it works. The bad news is it is a little bit pricey and you have to continue to use them. If you stop using it, then your eyebrows are going to be sparse again and your lashes go back to looking like they were. It's kind of like Cinderella and the clock strikes midnight and you turn back into the pumpkin. So my recommendation is, and I always do this, so the Nordstrom anniversary sale, it's really a great time to stock up on these, or Cyber Monday, Black Friday, any of the big sales where they do go on sale, I just stock up. But RevitaLash, Brow and Lash, and actually, you could even just buy one. I mean, my esthetician has said if I just had the lash, you can also use that on your eyebrows as well. But I just tend to get both, but one of my favorites. Okay, if you like a little sun-kissed tan without baking yourself out in the sun or keeping your tan all year long, one of my favorites is, so this is called Tan Luxe, and this is the butter. And why I love this is because so many of the tanning lotions turn your towels and your sheets orange, right? We have all been there. It is, I mean, there are even some Airbnbs I've visited and they actually have a little sign out and they give you the little makeup removers because they've had many a woman ruin their towels or white beautiful towels with their fake tanning lotion. So Tan Luxe the Butter does not turn your sheets orange or your towels. It's amazing, really, really is. And it really gives a lovely, just a sun-kissed glow. So this is honestly one of my go-tos. And if you're looking to have a really deep tan, if so, this is like maybe in May and you're headed to the beach and you really just kind of want to get glossed up. So this is Scott Barnes Body Bling. And supposedly, I've heard it on Good Report that this is how J-Lo gets her glow. I usually, this is very intense, so I usually take like 1 or 2 drops. I combine it with a moisturizer, and then I also put it all over my body. So this isn't the tanning lotion, that you have to do the exfoliation, and then, you come along with the mitt. This is actually, so it's like the Tan Luxe Butter. It's just like a lotion, but it really gives that intense, beautiful tan. The downside with this is it will turn your towels and your sheets orange, so just beware. But it really is worth it, especially if you really want to have that J-Lo glow. A couple of hair care products that I want to call out. So I was introduced to Olaplex this year, so I had a partnership over on Instagram. So, and they have quite a few hair care products out there, and I've tried quite a few, but a big fan of their Bond Maintenance Shampoo. So it repairs and strengthens and nourishes. So, and I have pretty healthy hair overall. I don't color it, I don't have things that are stressing it out like some of you do. But if you have damaged hair, you are really going to love Olaplex. So they have the shampoo, they have the conditioner. This is their leave-in like serum that really helps tame the frizz. And then this is the hair perfector, where you just use this like once a month, or once every other week, something like that, just to really restore your hair. But Olaplex, definitely, it's in my shower on a continuous basis. And back to skincare, as I said, I'm kind of bouncing around here. So always loved Elemis. Their cleansing balm is one of my favorites. I mean, they have just so many really great products, but one that I always have on my shelf is their dynamic resurfacing facial pads. And it's almost like a little mini peel. I mean, I want to say, that's just really kind of how I feel after I use it. So they just have these pads, and then you just, swipe it over your face, and it just really it's kind of like a little deep clean. That's how I feel with it. And so I don't use these every day, but like, again, if I'm stepping in front of the camera, I really want to pay some extra attention to my skin, I will reach for these, the dynamic resurfacing pads. I think I'm loving everything that I'm showing you, right? Because it's my 2022 roundup. And another hair care product that I really like. So this is Hair Biology, and I've partnered with them a gazillion times. Really love their purple shampoo and conditioner, but I really love their Silver Shine Serum. So just one little pump, and I put this on right before I blow dry my hair, and it really just gives it, it keeps it very soft, frizz-free, but yet really gives it just a nice little shine to it. So Hair Biology, and you can find this in Target. So very, very affordable hair care product. And a skincare device that really works. So this is Foreo, and you actually use this little device with an app on your phone. So it uses LED and infrared light. So, and it has green light too. It's just really kind of a mix, but you turn it on with your app. Well, first, before you turn it on with your app, you have these masks that you put on your little device, and they have maybe like 8 to 10 different ones that you can choose from. So this is the Matte Maniac. It's an extra purifying charcoal infused mask. So what it is, you put the mask on here, you turn it on. It's 60 seconds. So I use this every day. You just come along, and then it just really, the red light is working, you're massaging your face. It just really feels good. The app really kind of talks you through everything that you need to be doing and what's happening with the LED light. Definitely a game changer when it comes to skincare. I started using this a couple of years ago, but it's definitely one of my favorites in 2022, most likely in 2023 as well. So Foreo, definitely take a look at it. And I'm going to kind of switch gears a little bit. So I have converted, I think, my entire family to the Always Pan. And if you haven't heard of the Always Pan, then let me be the first to tell you how amazing this one pan is. Because really, this one pan supposedly replaces about 8 pans in your pantry. One of the reasons why I love it so much is it has a little spatula that comes with it that just sits on the pan itself. So that's pretty snazzy. And cleanup is just a snap. Truly one of the reasons why I like it, because I just hate to scrub pans. I know stainless steel pans are amazing, but I kind of give up after a while because they start looking a little shabby. That doesn't happen with the Always pan. And this brand really has expanded. It's kind of like Spanx. They have, they started out with this one product and they've just added on and added on. And now they have the perfect pot and they have a little cast iron skillet and a little omelet pan. So lots of pans in their repertoire now, but if you just need one, totally recommend the Always pan. Easy cleanup. Next on my list is a foot massager. And I lived in Asia for many years. And over there, I became quite accustomed to foot massages and facials and regular massages because they are just big believers in the benefits of those. It helps reduce anxiety. It gets your blood circulation going. I can have a facial and I can go get a massage, but foot massages really aren't so easy to schedule. So I spotted this gadget and it's a little bit bulky, it's kind of big, but it really does actually store it in your closet very, very well. So if you just want a relaxing evening and, get the eye mask and grab a glass of wine and put your feet in the foot massager, I'm telling you, you will feel like you just went to heaven because it feels like 8 people are massaging your foot. It is that good. So this is definitely on my best product for 2022. So relaxing, but also has some health benefits too. So check it out. And also another gadget that I love is the litter robot. And many of you know I have Oscar, who is a German Shepherd, and then I also have Ollie, my Maine Coon cat. And love cats, and actually she has such a big personality, but the one thing I don't like about cats is their litter box. It's convenient, but it's not convenient because you're always cleaning it. Cats are finicky and maybe they don't want to go in because you forgot to clean it one day. I mean, it gets very, very complicated. So enter the litter robot. And actually, I gifted this to myself last Christmas because I was trying to streamline my life. So this is, I mean, it kind of looks like a little spaceship. It's big. So you are going to have a big enough space in your house to accommodate it. But it is so worth it because it's all automatic and I never have to clean the litter box again because there is a tray. So you put like a little plastic bag, little garbage bag on the tray. It just tucks under the machine and everything is on subscription. So the litter box, the bags, everything that I need for the litter robot is just automatically comes to my house. But the beauty of it is, so Ollie goes in, does her business, climbs out. So the machine actually recognizes when she's in, so it won't turn on until she leaves. So she exits and maybe like 2-3 minutes later. So it just starts this cycle. So it just kind of goes around and it takes the litter and it dumps everything out. So it goes to the tray down below and then the litter box is clean. Amazing. So then every few days or maybe even once a week, I just open up the tray and I get the little plastic bag out, tie it up, throw it away. It's just genius. I don't have to worry about scoops anymore. I don't have to worry about anything. So litter robot definitely made my life so much easier. And let's talk about sleep just for a second because I'm also a big believer in silk pillowcases. And I purchased Slip several years ago. I know there are many, many brands out there, but Slip was the first one that I used. I'm just a big fan. So the benefits of a silk pillowcase is you don't have the friction that you do with a cotton pillowcase. And you don't wake up, you know how sometimes you kind of have that bed face, kind of you're a little bit wonky when you wake up and you have all the creases. Well, that doesn't happen with a silk pillowcase. So you really do just get a very nice sleep, and it's also cool to the touch, so it's cool on your face, so you really don't overheat. So definitely check out a silk pillowcase. My favorite happens to be Slip. And since I was talking about wine earlier, and I have arthritis, many of you notice on my hands, so my grip is not so great. So actually there's 2 products. One is a little can opener that you just pop on top, and that is also just, does all the work for me, and I'm not having to twist and turn and worry about things. But If you don't have an electric wine opener, you are missing out. Again, so easy, and especially for arthritic hands. So you just pop this on top of the bottle, after you do the foiling, and then you just press it, and the corkscrew goes down, then it pops back up, and you are in business. So definitely recommend an electric wine opener. Just makes my life so much easier, and probably yours too. Well, that's my roundup for 2022. Leave a comment down below of what your favorite product was, whether it was skincare, hair care, clothes, whatever it may be. I'd love to hear that. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.